Jane in Washington, D.C., thanks for calling the Line of Fire.
Hello. I'm confused. I really am. I'm a born again Christian, but I'm confused by all of this controversy. I cannot understand um, why um, why anyone would think that the president is to violate the Constitution and the Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, all decree equal rights for everyone, and the right to work, be employed, the right to housing, the right to vote, and all of those things. Anybody that's not a criminal. And so you have fornicators, adulterators, wife beaters, all child molesters who haven't been caught. You have all kinds of people who are extended that right, and they are are exercising that right. I can't understand why why the people who have different sexual practices behind closed doors can't have their civil rights. I don't understand that, why the president is expected to deny them their.
Okay. So let's
deny them.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite, Jane. But I appreciate the question. It's actually the opposite. Let's take a Christian institution. All right. Let's say you're a charity and you help people around the world, and you receive funding from the government because the government recognizes you're doing a good job helping the poor, helping the needy. And let's say you have a policy about sexual purity, and someone comes to work for you, and they are fornicating. They are sleeping with their girlfriend, having sex outside of wedlock, and when you go to sign the code of conduct, they say, I can't sign that because I'm living in fornication. And you have another employee says, no, I can't sign it because I'm sleeping with my neighbor's wife, I'm living in adultery. And let's say you have a code of conduct about no drunkenness, and someone says, well, I can't sign that because I'm a practicing alcoholic and I drink a lot. All right. So what the president is now saying, if you want to put it over in your terms, is that Christian institution would be required to hire those people contrary to their moral standards. That's the issue.
Okay, the problem with that is the majority of the world are sinners, okay? And that's what you have going on. It's been going on forever that those kind of people have been employed. If they do the work and they don't bring their sexual practices and habits into the workplace, they should be allowed to work. And I think that applies to the fornicators, the adulterators, the homosexuals, and whatever else. This is a democracy. It's of the
all right,
people,
so a Christian institution
people.
is not allowed to have Christian standards, is what you're saying. Just to be plain, a Christian institution is not here. For example, we have a church organization, we have a missions organization, we have a school. Anyone who works for us or my own ministry has to live in a certain ethical way, otherwise they can't work here. And if they're going to accept
is
that wrong? Should we not be allowed to do that?
money,
Should we not be allowed to do that?
well, if you're going to discriminate based on what kind of sexual practices they carry on behind their bedroom doors, then you shouldn't accept federal taxpayers' money, because
So the government can tell a Christian you can't be a Christian.
Democracy.
But the federal Jane, hang on. Jane, hang on.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with being theocracy or democracy. Federal funds are not only secular. Where's that written? Our founding fathers, many of them said the only way our nation can work is with God and Christianity. This government is not. We do not have freedom from religion. Where did we get freedom from religion? It's freedom of religion.
The law states that there's not to be any discrimination based on sex, gender.
There is no discrimination.
Color, so many different things.
There is no discrimination, Jane.
So it's against.
But you're saying thou shalt not be Christian. That's what you're saying. You shall not be Christian. You are not allowed to have any federal participation if you are a person of faith, if you want to hold your convictions. I mean, that's the problem.